Hey, how's it going, everybody? Knull here from Clintar Collectibles, and today we're doing a grinding locals episode. I know it's crazy. After all this time, I haven't been able to go to locals. My locals is having a hard time keeping open, but now it's good. It's good now, and I got to compete in an event, and I did okay. I went 2-2. But before we get into everything, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the January 2022 deck profile for Virtual World. I've been playing Virtual World. Sorry, guys. I've been playing Virtual World for like a month or 2 months. And I really, really like them. And I'm in the process of building them in Master Duel. So I'm going to zoom this out a little bit more. Playing them a little bit more in Master Duel. And I mean, King of all VFD is insane. So, but yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get to this deck profile and talk about what happened in my locals. I only changed one thing from the January 2022 deck profile, and I plan on playing Virtual World for a little while longer, at least probably a couple more months. And I'll probably do a deck list for February and March and April, depending on when I choose to update switch decks. Because there's a lot of archetypes coming up that I'm really interested in, but we'll see how expensive they are. But yeah, so anyways, let's get into the Virtual World deck profile and talk about what happened at our locals. I only changed one thing from this deck from the deck profile video, so it's not like a huge thing and it's not really needed from the deck profile. I am going to be looking into what I have in terms of, I saw a lot of comments suggesting either the Sword Soul core thing, like the Sword Soul Virtual World, or the Frame Virtual World builds. I'm definitely going to look into those and playtest, so thank you guys for your suggestions on the deck profile video. I definitely am going to look into that and like test it out. But for now, we're going to be running this for this video at least. I'm definitely going to see what I have and learn how to play it. But yeah, so anyways, let's get started into what my rounds were. I'll talk a little bit about my rounds. So my round 1 was against Sword Soul Tenyi. I won 2-1, and the guy was kind of upset with me. He kind of like yelled at me about time, and it like wasn't even really my fault. Like I wasn't trying to stall for time. I was just being nice and chit-chatting, and we had like 15 or 10 minutes left for the round. And the guy was like, "All right, man, like, you know, no more talking. Get, you know, side your stuff out. It's time to side stuff out." Because I was kind of talking to him before I started siding. And I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "Look, you know me, man. I like talking, but, you know, we got 10 minutes left on the clock." It's like, it's not that serious, man. It's a local. You know, like I know it's like serious for him. He competes a lot, goes to a lot of tournaments and does like the remote dual YCSs and stuff. But it's just like, dude, you gotta like, I mean, like, I'm not being a dick and I wasn't purposefully stalling, but that was just kind of ridiculous to flip out on me. But I ended up beating him before time ended anyway. So, and then I went to go say good game and he goes, "Yeah, right." And I was like, "All right, bud, you know, he's a prominent figure in the community, so I'm not gonna like say anything." But he was like extremely rude. And then, let me preface, I do think that it's okay to be super competitive with the game. And I do think that, like, wanting to hurry up, he could have said it nicer is all I'm trying to say. I wasn't, you know, and he could tell I wasn't purposefully trying to stall him or anything, but he didn't have to snap at me. He could have been nicer, but, you know, whatever. Round 2, I played against Traplich. I forgot to side out my stuff round 1, so I like, because I accidentally left my side deck in from the Sword Soul game. I played against Traplich, Trap Eldritch, and I lost 0-2. Round 1, I could have done better. I forgot some of my effects, and I forgot to side out like my stuff to my original build. So I was playing stuff that did literally nothing against him, and then round 2, I just screwed up a bunch. I kept forgetting stuff that could have helped me, and I screwed up one of my combos. I was like, "Oh, this is a rookie mistake." So I lost that. Guy's a good player. He ended up getting first or second at that event, so he's a good player, but I definitely think I could have at least prolonged the games or gave him a run for his money. Next, I played against, let me see, it was Traplich. I played against Fish Control against one of my friends. He was playing Fish Control, so he would like go play all these fish cards and then go into Bahamut and then start doing Totally Awesome, and he brought out like 3 Totally Awesomes and then like another Fish XYZ that basically does what Totally Awesome does. And he could like negate and steal my stuff, so I couldn't really play anything. And he had 3 Totally Awesome and this like 4th other card that acts just like it. So it was like, okay, I scooped there because there was nothing I could do. He went first. And then I went first, and he drew like Lightning Storm. So, you know, it happens. He's a good player, though. He's very, very good in the community. So I have a lot of respect towards him. It just happens. It happens. And then round 4, I won against Lyrilusk. I think it was just like pure Lyrilusk, I think. It's like the level 1 Bird Wing Beast deck that, like, I think it's Lyrilusk. But I won 2-1 against that deck. I lost the second game because I won round 1, or won game 1, lost game 2, won game 3. I lost game 2 because I just screwed up. He went into this bird that could attack me like 8 times or something like that, and I just couldn't stop him. So yeah, I could have, but I don't know. I just like wasn't thinking, or I was like autopiloting into combos and not like adjusting for what I should have. But yeah, so whatever. There's that. And but I ended up winning with Zeus round 1 and round 3. I just blew up his whole board because it was like a non-targeting and you couldn't target his thing, so I just blew everything up. But yeah, so that's how the tournament went. 2-2 with Virtual World. That's my best tournament with Virtual World yet. I got 5th, I believe. I got 2 packs, so I believe I got 5th. So good week so far. I would like to get top 3 with Virtual World at some point in my locals. That's like my ultimate goal, is to get top 3. So, but anyways, let's get into the deck profile really quick. I know that's what you guys are all here for. See what I did differently from the 2022 January deck profile video. Nothing much really. We're still running triple Lulu, main combo starter. Triple Lao Lao, that's the one that lets you revive from the grave, or special summon from the grave. 3 GG, that just lets you add a Virtual World card from your graveyard to your hand at the end phase. 3 Lily, this lets you send up to 2 to the graveyard. So you want to send like that, and then like Quinlong or like that, and Yan Yan or something like that, and then combo, you know, and then do like special summon Lulu, special discard, you know, send Quinlong, and then Yan Yan would activate in grave when Lulu is summoned, and then you get Yan Yan as a tuner. But double Yan Yan. For hand traps, we're going to kind of fly through this because the deck list is so similar to the deck profile video. I only changed one thing, so, but I still, for the tradition of the video, want to do this part. Triple Nibiru, double Ash, 1 effect Veiler, triple Virtual World Kowloon. Oh, wait. Let me back up. Unprofessional. Sorry, guys. These are the hand traps. This is the monsters. So 3 Lulu, 3 Lao Lao, 3 GG, 3 Lily, 2 Nyan Yan, 3 Nibiru, 2 Ash, and 1 Veiler. I took out an Ash and put it in the side deck for like a spell card. I talked about it in my last locals video, or my last deck profile video, but that card was Small World. You'll see in a second. I took it out. I took a Ash out. I just noticed I haven't been using Ash a lot lately, and I like Effect Veiler a lot more right now. Because instead of like adding deck to hand or sending deck to graveyard and stuff, people are like sending stuff from their hand or their field to the graveyard more. I don't know, maybe I'm just talking out, you know, my rear, but yeah. So anyways, let's get into the spell card. I just noticed that during my games. For spells, we got triple Kowloon. This is the one that lets you activate any gate card directly from your deck. So you can play this and then activate like Chuche or Janwu from deck. And the reason you want to do that normally is because, like, if you start off with like this and this, right? So you could activate Kowloon, target Chuche. I talked about this on one of my deck profile video, I think. But you activate Kowloon, target Chuche with Lulu. So like if you had Quinlong up, already instead of the Chuche, you'd have to send a trap and then add a monster to hand. But if you activate Kowloon, activate Chuche, and then you target Chuche with the Lulu, you can send a spell and a monster. And then that would allow you to send Quinlong directly from your deck and then add a monster. And then you could pitch the Quinlong, discard a card, and then you get another monster. So that's pretty good. Anyway, sorry, I get really into the combos. I'm like finally getting better at the combos and memorizing everything. But yeah, anyway, triple Kowloon, triple Quinlong. This is the one that lets you send to grave and then banish. Or you send it to grave and banish it, and you can discard a card, add a Virtual World to deck to hand. Triple Pot of Desires. Sending stuff to the graveyard in this deck isn't really that big of a deal. So, I mean, you know, it's It is what it is. Double E Telly, card's very good. Small World, card I talked about earlier. Extra Foolish Burial Goods, that's to get Quinlong and Grave, and then Called by the Grave. So yeah, that's the spell cards right there. Pretty much the same as last time. I haven't really changed anything. I think I have a Twin Twisters in my binder that I'm gonna swap out in my side deck. I think that might be the next change I do, but just kind of minor tweaking right now for locals. Double Chuche, that's the one that lets you mod the level if you banish it from grave, like so up 3 or down 3. Janwu, that lets you special summon a virtual world from grave, negating its effects, and you have to like discard a card, I believe. And then Triple Emperor. So yeah, extremely similar deck list. Nothing super crazy and nothing, you know, that different. Honestly, if you watch the 2022 January deck profile video, you could probably skip this, but I'm just doing it for tradition of the series. 1 Invoked Kaliga, 1 Phantom Knights of Breaksword, 1 Ptolemy, 1 Utopia Beyond, 1 Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger, Zeus, Ultimate Tzolk'in, Muddy Mud Dragon, Coral Dragon, Star Shard Warrior. This is the card that I've added for the next local. I took out Blackwing Nothung the Starlight and I added Ravenous Crocodragon. I just added it because it, you know, it lets you draw cards for non-tuners, used for synchro, and then you can quick effect discard 2 cards, target 1. It's just like spot removal or whatever, quick effect spot removal. That's pretty good. Shen, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. And I think that that's better than this, but I wanted to keep both just for spot, I don't know, removal. And then I wanted to go into this card, GG. I don't know how the proper way to say it. And yeah, so that's the extra deck for the deck. The only thing I changed is I added Crocodragon. That's it. Which I really like, by the way. The Crocodile Dragon thing's pretty baller. All right. Extra deck. Side deck, we're running double Droll. I should probably get another one. 3 Lancia, Pinkertops, the Ash I was telling you guys about. I run, why didn't I do this earlier? 2 Cosmic Cyclones. Thinking about taking 1 out for Twin Twisters because I only have 1 Twin Twister. Harpy Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, Chalice, Solemn Warning, Red Reboot, Solemn Strike. So yeah, wow, the glare is kind of bad. Sorry. But yeah, so that's the deck that I ran for the week. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna run Crocodragon in here for next week and see how that goes. And February's coming up soon. If Verte is not banned this month on the ban list, I will most likely be buying it to run. Oh, sorry guys. To run the DPE package. So that is the plan for right now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching another episode of Grinding Locals. I'm gonna try for next time to try to get maybe footage inside of my locals or stuff like that. It's a very, you know, people don't like being recorded when they're out just having fun. So I try to avoid that, you know. So I'll try to do that for the next time, get some footage I can kind of sprinkle in between, like clips of me, you know, sorting out stuff or putting cards back. But yeah. So anyways, thank you guys for watching my Grinding Local series. We're doing a little bit better, making progress each week. And thank you guys so much for support on the videos. You guys are really killing it and really, you know, supporting us. The deck profile video for January 2022 is at like 1,000 views, I think. And we just hit 50 subscribers as well. So thank you for 50 subscribers. That's crazy. You guys are really awesome. And I really appreciate you guys. Me and Audie really appreciate you guys watching. The next video after this one will most likely be a pack opening. I think I have a Max Gold opening recorded, and I have a Brothers of Legend booster box Quest for Malicious Bane opening. So, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Peace out.